back, students. So today we are going to start our this video lecture with a new topic, that is rural marketing. And before starting this rural marketing topic, I would like to have a quick revision, and hopefully you have gone through with all the things whatever we have covered so far. So let me just maximize it. So what we have seen so far is that the recent trends in marketing. This is the topic which I covered yesterday, if you have seen the video. So in this I discussed what is virtual reality, I discussed voice search, interactive content, personalization, chatbots, GDPR compliance, and data rights. So review and word of mouth. So these are the topics which we covered yesterday. And today what we are going to cover is rural marketing. So rural marketing, as this term itself is specifying its meaning, rural marketing is something which is dealing with the rural area or the villages, we can say. So it is a two-way process, that if the goods are supplying from the rural market to the urban market, or from the urban market to the rural market, so it will termed as rural marketing only. So it used to be an umbrella term for the people who dealt with rural people in one way or another way. It got a separate meaning and importance after the economic revolution in India after 1990, right? So this is it is a process of developing, pricing, promoting, and distributing rural specific goods and services, leading to desired exchange with rural customer to satisfy their needs and wants, and also to achieve their organizational objectives. So what we are trying to do over here is we are trying to just identify the needs of the customers and fulfill them accordingly. So this is the content, and it involves managing all the activities involved in assessing, stimulating, and converting the purchasing power of rural consumers into effective demand for specific products and services, and moving them to the people of rural area, right? So this is something which is playing a very much important role nowadays, that we are targeting not only to the people who are there in the urban area, but we are targeting to the people also who are there in the rural area also. And objective is of course to achieve the organizational objectives and fulfilling the needs of the customers. So this is the thing. Next, when we talk about is the marketers are following strategies to go rural. If I talk about certain characteristics, first of all, I would just like to show you some characteristics of this rural market. So if I talk about rural market, large and scattered market, so in the rural market also we are having a categorization of the market into various categories, such as the people are like they are falling into three categories. Some are like they will be of high income group, and some will be like middle income group, and another will be low income group. So these are the kind of people on which basis we are going to target the customers. We have to just identify that which type of customer is going to purchase our product. So this thing we need to identify. Then so diverse social economic background means the people are having different backgrounds. So people socio-economic means we are talking about they are belonging to different social class and as well as the economic class. And when I talk about this market, so this is large, diverse, and scattered market. So this is the thing, that the market is quite scattered. Though large, the rural market is geographically scattered, there may be less number of shops available to market products. Then changing demand pattern. If I talk about nowadays, now the demand is basically increasing of the customers who are there in the rural market. So this is the thing which we have observed so far, that the demand is increasing of the customers who are there in the rural market. So the people of rural market, their standard of living is also rising, their demands are also changing, their literacy level is also increasing. So these are the certain changes which we have observed so far. Definitely next is major income they are having from the agriculture only. Whatever they are having that income from the agriculture only. They have a saving habits, low standard of living in traditional outlook. So their thinking is very much traditional. Literacy level is very low. Inadequate infrastructure facility, they do not have very good infrastructure. These are the problems. These are certain things. Distant areas means it is usually at the outskirts of these urban areas. Conservative lifestyle they are having, they are out of media reach. Medical facilities they do not have very much good. And the customers are also classified into affluent group, middle class, and the poor ones. So this is the classification which is also done in the case of this rural market. So now let's see that the marketers are following the following strategies to go rural. There is a large population, still the majority of the population in India resides in villages, and therefore the marketers find more potential in the rural areas. Earlier the people were having a kind of approach that we should focus only on the urban area, but nowadays they are focusing also on the rural area because they think that there is still untapped market on which in which we can just sell out various things. So they are seeing that there is a large potential in the villages also. So that's why the market is also growing. And if I talk about next point, increased income, that the income of the consumers is also increasing. Purchasing power is also increasing with the use of modern agricultural equipment and technology. Farmers can produce more and can get better returns for their agriculture produce. So if I make the comparison between two cases like 20 years back and nowadays, there is a huge change in the standard of living of the people. Now the people are having various resources, now the people are having equipments, and they are having good income, they are having high standard of living. So this is the change which we have observed so far in the people. So people are getting more prosperous in the rural area. Infrastructure is also improving rapidly. Again, if we are going to make the comparison between 2 years, so definitely infrastructure improvement is also there. Income is increasing, purchasing power is increasing, and social indicators have improved a lot. If I make the comparison between 1981 and 2001, so there is definitely a change. Number of pakka houses doubled from 22% to 41%, and kacha houses halved 41% to 23%. So what was the cases in the villages? People used to have kacha houses, but now it has converted into pakka houses. So they are having cemented houses available with them, and they are residing in it. So this is the change. Rural literacy level improved. If I talk about the earlier and the nowadays, so from 36% to 59%. So this is the statistics which I have taken again from the Google only, that this is the level of literacy which is improving, and the educational level, resultant education. So these things are like means the people are getting more aware about the things whatever is happening in their surrounding. Competition in urban market, in the market there is a lot of competition. People are trying to sell out their product in the urban market. So those companies who are feeling that they do not have any scope in the urban markets, they just try to switch to the rural one, and they just think that we can just capture the untapped market. Infrastructure facilities, which I have already covered, that the market is improving and they are having good infrastructure facilities. Competition is very high. Saturation, urban market is already very much saturated. So these are the things in this now. And the government is also taking various initiatives just to promote the rural area and just to promote the rural market. So government is also cooperating to the companies. So in this we are having a good example of this Coca-Cola also. Coca-Cola is having a good market share in the villages also. So if you will just if you just happen to visit to villages, you will find that the people are having, during summer season they are having Coke in their refrigerator. So what is this? This is the example of rural marketing only, that the company is just penetrating into the rural market also. Company is just trying to sell out the product to the one who are there in villages. And another example could be of this rural marketing of Nokia. So Nokia, that simple phone, they are providing the language in Hindi also. It is easy to operate. So this was something that they were targeting the rural market also in order to have the good market share. So this was the case. Rural marketing is not much expensive. It is being identified that rural marketing is cheaper, and conventionally it looks that since rural consumers are dispersed, reaching them is costly. But according to a research, it costs roughly rupees 1 crore to promote a consumer durable inside a state, including the expense of advertising in newspapers, television, sports, in cinema advertising, radio, and point of purchase promotion. So campaign like this, which can reach million twice, costs twice as much as in rural areas. So this was something which was identified. Now, 4 A's of rural marketing were also identified. One is the availability, means we have to check out that whether this product we can make available in the rural market or not. Then we have to check out affordability, means there we need to check out the pricing of the product, that how much price we should fix of our product so that the customer is not feeling any burden and he should feel like to purchase it. If the customer is realizing no, this product is expensive, so he will not turn up. So we have to manufacture the products which are cheaper and the customer is feeling that it suits in it his budget. So this thing we should identify. Acceptability means here we have to check out that whether the customers are accepting my product or not, and what new I can do so that my customers are going to accept my product. So this thing again we need to identify. Then awareness, how much consumers are aware about my product. So this also we need to identify, and if the consumers are not aware about my product, so I have to take certain measures so that I can increase the awareness amongst the customers. So these are the 4 A's. If I talk about 4 P's of marketing, so these P's will be same for this also. But here the more emphasis was given on 4 A's of rural marketing, and 4 A's are like availability, affordability, acceptability, and awareness. So these are the things. So digital marketing we'll cover tomorrow. Now next, if I talk about the challenges of rural marketing, so challenge could be like understanding the rural consumer. It is very much difficult to understand the psychology of the rural consumer and what actually he expects from us. Low per capita income, this is also a case that the comparatively, if I make the comparison between the rural area and the urban area, so they do not have good income. So this is also a challenge. They are not very much literate as compared to the one who are there in the urban area. Seasonal demand they are having poor infrastructure, underdeveloped people and underdeveloped market is there. Traditional outlook hai, this many languages and dialect they are using. So these are certain challenges which are there in the rural market and on which a company is supposed to focus. So that's all for today. This is the rural marketing which we have covered today, and tomorrow we will be looking up to this digital marketing, types of digital marketing, mobile marketing, CRM, components of CRM, significance of CRM. So these things we will look upon tomorrow. So students, just go through it, whatever is being floated to you people. So I request you people to just go through it, and if you have any confusion, any doubts or any suggestions, so you should come up to us and give it, and I will definitely invite your suggestions and try to implement also. So stay home, stay happy, stay fit. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.